Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Divya and today we're going to be doing a really delicious hip opener flow. We'll start seated with some warm-up postures, gently moving through a little bit of mobility before leading into sun salutations and some warrior sequences just to get a little bit of heat building, leading us into some deeper, longer hip holds and stretches. And then we'll go ahead and cool down and close out. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and take a seat on your mat with your ankles crossed. We're going to start seated. So go ahead and bring your hands down to your knees, roll the shoulders back, lift the crown of the head nice and tall. We'll start just with a few breaths to settle into our practice. Go ahead and seal your lips. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze. Take a deep breath in through the nose, reaching the crown of your head nice and tall as you go. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, deep breath in, reaching the spine tall. Exhale, use this time to relax the muscles in the thighs, let the knees fall down. Inhale, reaching the spine tall. Exhale to relax the thighs down. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders down, press the chest open as you lift your gaze up, opening the front body. Inhale, lift the fingertips high, using this time to actively stretch the spine upward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders and elbows down, press the arms back slightly to open the chest. Inhale, lift up. This time on the exhale, we're gonna bend over to the right. Right hand comes down, left arm goes up and overhead, slightly turning the chest open here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, this time let's bend over to the left, slightly resisting the mat so we can press the chest open. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, this time bending to the left. Inhale to center, gentle twist over to the right. Left hand comes forward, right hand goes behind the back, navel to the spine as you look over the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, back to center, reset. And exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale to center. And exhale, twist to your left. Inhale to center and drop the hands down. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together for bound angle pose. This is going to be our first sort of dynamic warm-up. Interlace your fingers, wrap them around the toes. You can also grab the insides of your feet, around the ankles, the shins, anywhere that's comfortable. Feel free to also grab a strap and loop them around your feet. This is just here for a bind, for a point of contact. Lift the chest nice and tall, pressing forward, and start drawing the chest down towards the floor. Try not to lead with your head and round the spine. Keep the chest open and elongated here, starting to feel the stretch through the inner thighs. And when you're at your max, go ahead and soften the spine, drop the chest down towards the feet. They don't need to touch. Inhale, lift up, open through the chest. Exhale, press down. We'll go for this 3 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Use your breath. Inhale, lift up and rise. Exhale, ground. Inhale, lift up. I've lost count. Exhale, press down. I think we have one more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release down. Beautiful. Release your bind. Go ahead and lay the left shin in front of you, maybe parallel to the mat. And go ahead and stack your right shin on top. We're coming into Agni Stambhasana or fire log pose. This is a great way to open up the back of the hips. So you want to stack your shins parallel. Each foot is over the knee, or so we're starting with the right foot on top. So the right foot's going to be over the left knee and left foot underneath the right knee. Go ahead and press your right knee down to keep it stable. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. For the first breath, we're just feeling this posture and what it feels like in the body. From here, on the next breath, if you like, you can inhale, put your left hand behind you. Right hand can gently press the right knee down, sit the spine up a little bit taller. Inhale, exhale. See if you can press a little bit deeper, maybe open the chest a little bit higher towards the sky. One more breath here. And release. Beautiful. Other side. We're going to stay with our legs the way they are, but we're going to switch our hold. So this time the left hand comes over the right knee, right hand goes behind the back. A gentle twist as we're pressing the hips open. Just making this a little bit more dynamic. One more breath, deep breath in and out. Go ahead and unravel, come back to center, reset. This time we're gonna lay the right shin down, parallel to the mat. Stack the left shin over the right, again, watching the ankles and the knees, making sure they're in line. Both sits bones down. And we're gonna start with the right hand back, left hand pressing down on the left knee. Deep breath in, exhale, press the knee down gently. Inhale and exhale. Switching the grip, left hand goes behind the back, right hand goes over the left knee for a gentle twist as we continue to hold this pose. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, reach the chest up, exhale, press down. Now, continuing from this posture straight into the next one, Ardha Matsyendasana, half Lord of the Fishes, heel toe your right foot further back towards the glute, and go ahead and stack the left foot over the right knee. So we're twisting the left foot over the right, pretzeling just a little bit. Grab a hold of the outer edge or the outside of your left knee with your right hand, so sort of hugging it into yourself. Left hand comes behind the back to anchor you gently, not too much pressure on the fingertips. Sit the chest up, gaze over the left shoulder. You can also take the option to hook. If you want to hook your right elbow behind the left knee, this gets you a little bit deeper into the twist. Either way, I want your navel close to the spine, abs engaged. Keep both feet planted, hips planted. Breathe here for one more breath. Exhale. Go ahead and come back to center. Unravel the legs and let's switch. This time the left heel comes towards the right glute. Step the right foot over the left knee. Option to hug the right knee in or hook your left elbow behind it. Gentle pressure on the right hand behind you as you twist over the right shoulder. Taking stock of your body from bottom to top, pressing both feet into the mat, hugging the thighs in towards each other, navel into the spine, shoulders away from the ears, gazing over the right shoulder. One more breath. And exhale. Come back to center. Unravel your feet. And let's come into tabletop Brahmasana. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, release to the tops of your feet. Spread the fingers wide, press them into the mat. Inhale, lift up. Cat pose, Marjaryasana, drop the belly. Sorry, that was cow pose, Bithilasana. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift your gaze, press the mat away. On the exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. Round the shoulder blades away from each other, hug the navel into the spine, like there's a magnet pulling your spine up to the ceiling. Press into the tops of your feet here to get a little bit deeper into this arch of the spine. Inhale, come back to Bithilasana, cow pose. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Breath to movement now. Inhale forward. Exhale. Other side. Try to make the space between the postures smaller and smaller, and the breath more fluid. Finding your flow. And finally, after your last breath, come to neutral tabletop. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, look over to the right side. Sorry, to your left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look to the left. To the right. Oh my God, my sides are all mixed up, you all. Looking over to the right, back to center. Exhale, look to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. On your next inhale, go ahead and keeping the knee bent on your right leg, kick the foot up to the ceiling, bring it out to the side, knee to elbow, and kick it back up. Out to the side, meeting your elbow, kick it back up. One more time, out to the side to your elbow, kick it back, and drop it down. Other side, kick your left foot up, keeping the knee bent, press it out to the side, knee meets elbow, kick it back up. Out to the side, knee meets elbow, and kick it back up. Out to the side, kick it back up, Release. Press yourself up into downward facing dog, taking a few moments to just step one knee forward and then the other. Gaze towards the toes, the knees, or the navel. Press the shoulders up, supporting the back, taking the weight off your hands. And finally, gently walk your feet up to the top of your mat for Uttanasana, forward fold. Feel free to grab the back of your calves and draw the chest down towards the feet. Press the mat away. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, gently bend the knees and unfurl the spine one vertebrae at a time. Crown of the head comes up last. Inhale, moving right into our sun salutations. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands, slight bend in the upper back, hips press forward. Exhale, fold down. Uttanasana, forward fold. On the inhale, step the right foot back. Ashwasanchalasana. Drop the right knee, lift the chest up. Hold the breath as you step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. On the exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, pull the chest forward, Bhujangasana Cobra, or straighten the arms all the way for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, press the hips back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step the right foot forward, Ashwasanchalasana, coming back the way we started. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. My mat's a little sticky from the humidity. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, hands to the heart. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, this time we're gonna step the left foot back. Ashwasanchalasana, keep the chest pulling you forward. Hold the breath. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Press your hips back. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Shift forward, knees, chest, chin, gazing ahead. Inhale, pull the chest through Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Ashwasanchalasana. Exhale. Oh my God, y'all, so sticky. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, this time we're gonna come to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, release, moving right into our warrior sequence. Inhale, sink the hips down, lift the chest up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone in, see if you can lift your chest up and sink a little bit deeper. Reach the fingertips high energetically, breathing here for one more breath. Inhale, extend the arms, the spine. Reach the tailbone down, exhale, sink deeper. Drop the hands all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, step both feet back. If you can peel them off your mat. Release down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, go ahead and press the right foot high into the sky, reaching the heel up. And let's take a couple of hip rotations, bending the knee, rotate it counterclockwise, and then clockwise. And go ahead and kick it back up, one-legged dog. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Feel free to keep that knee lifted if you like, or drop down. On the inhale, spin the left heel down first. Walk your feet about shoulder width apart on the mat. Make sure you have a nice strong foundation. Right foot pointed forward. Left foot at about 45 degrees, but you'll feel it out. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. We're gonna be here for a few breaths, so settle in, take your time. A few corrections to note here. The right knee is bent, pressing into the pinky toe and the big toe. Left foot pressing into the outer edge. But you're energetically drawing both thighs together here, pulling the left hip crease forward and the right hip crease back. Give space for your chest by rolling the shoulders backward and lifting up through your fingertips, maybe lifting your gaze to meet your hands if you feel stable enough. One more breath. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale, drop the hands back down. Anjaneyasana. Oh, sorry, no, plank. Exhale, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, lift your left leg high, bend the knee. Let's take some hip circles in one direction. And then the other. Keep pressing the mat away. Kick the leg back up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. On the inhale, walk the feet a little farther apart. Step the right foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Again, we'll be here for a few breaths, so get comfortable. Bend the left knee deeply, pressing into the pinky toe and the big toe at the same time. Press into the outer edge of the right foot. Sink a little deeper. Now draw the thighs in towards each other. Start lifting and lengthening the spine. Maybe gaze up towards the fingertips. Hips pulling forward. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the hands down to Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Step the left foot back to plank. Exhale, release. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop or float to the top, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Ooh, I'm all over the place today. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Drop the hips, lift up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Now inhale slightly to lift up. We're gonna balance on the left foot. Place the right foot over the left knee and sink down for a little bit of a hip stretch and a balance challenge. Inhale, back to chair pose. This time on the exhale, cross the left foot over the right knee, sink the hips down once again. Keeping your gaze, your balance, your drishti, reach the fingertips forward. On the exhale, step the left foot down, back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, drop both hands down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Adding on to our warrior sequence, inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, hop, or float back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna skip the hip circles this time. Kick the right foot back. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, coming through to warrior one, Virabhadrasana. On the exhale, legs stay the same, arms open to the front and back of the mat, warrior two. Still pulling the thighs together energetically. Feet are still gripping the mat, shoulders are still low, and now we're adding on, reaching the fingers in opposite directions, gazing over the front middle finger. Inhale, and exhale. Now just to transition us out of this and back to the floor, flip the right palm, inhale, reverse warrior, reaching the right hand behind you. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, back to Anjaneyasana. Inhale to plank. Exhale transitions you back to where we started, Adho Mukha Svanasana. I feel like by the end of this class, my mat's gonna be somewhere completely different. Inhale, kick the left foot up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Don't forget to spin the right heel down. Brief breath here. Exhale, warrior two. Legs are the same, feet are the same. Arms reach in opposite directions, gazing over your left middle finger. One more breath. Inhale, left arm reaches up and overhead. Maybe follow the hand with your gaze. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Step back to plank. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, back to downward dog. All right, moving into some of our deeper hip stretches now that we have some heat in the body. Inhale, kick the right leg high. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of the right foot, and then go ahead and turn your feet to the left, making them parallel and dropping the hands just underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, sink the hips over to the right for Skandasana. So maybe you stay lifted like I am here. Maybe you sink the hips down. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hips come over to the left. Again, maybe you stay high like I am here, or maybe you sink them down. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, turn the chest and the feet back to the front of the mat. Let's go ahead. Lay the right shin down on the mat, coming into Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Extend the left leg behind you, drop to the top of the foot. Few options, you can stay here in active pigeon with the chest lifted up. A beautiful stretch in its own right. Or start to lower yourself down to the floor, to your forearms, to your forehead for just 2 breaths. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. With each exhale, I want you to give yourself permission to soften and release deeper down. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, press the chest up. Option here, stay here or reach behind you, bend your left leg, reach behind you with the left arm to grab the inside of your left foot and hold this posture. Maybe gently tugging the foot towards you, seeing what feels comfortable, what feels good, and release. Press back to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Inhale, kick the left foot high. Exhale, Anjaneyasana. Turn the feet to the right side, paralleling them as you go. Press your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Sink the hips over to the left, staying high or coming low based on what feels good for you. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale through center, back to Anjaneyasana. This time the hands on the inside of the mat. Brief hold here. Now let's go ahead and lay the left shin down. I came into that kind of weird. Extend your right leg behind you. Maybe you stay here in active pigeon. Maybe you start lowering down to forearms or forehead. Just 2 breaths. 1 and 2. Pressing yourself back up. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe you bend the right foot, reach around with your right hand, grab the inside of that foot, pulling it towards you. Gently release that foot, coming back to Kapotasana. Press back to downward dog. Coming down into our cool down, drop the knees as wide as you can, maybe even wider than the mat. Sink the hips down for a wide-legged child's pose. Each exhale gives you permission to get a little bit lower, a little bit deeper, a little bit softer. Start walking your hands back to sit yourself up, taking a brief moment to pause before we transition into our final seated postures, bringing us back the same way we came. We're going to start with our dynamic bound angle pose and then see what's changed with our flexibility. Binding if you like, otherwise grab your ankles, your shins, or interlace your fingers around the feet. Inhale, lift the chest up, proud and tall. Exhale, start to pull the chest forward before softening down. Just notice if you've gotten a little bit deeper in your stretch, if it feels a little bit more easeful. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bowing down. I'm so glad y'all are this far away, because if you saw how sweaty I was right now, you might just stop the video right here. It is gross. And go ahead and sit up. We're gonna go for our Agni Sambhasana fire log. Lay the left shin down and the right shin on top. See how this feels just on its own, and then maybe gently press the knee down. We're not gonna switch grips, but we're just gonna hold this posture with the right knee pressing down, feeling a little bit more opening through the right hip. One more breath here. And let's go ahead and change out the legs. This time the right shin lays down, left stacks over it. Gently pressing the left knee down with the palm. And using this to transition us into our final posture, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Heel toe the right foot back, cross the left foot over the right knee, either hugging the knee into your chest or hooking the elbow behind the left knee. Twist over your left shoulder, feeling the opening through the left hip. Back to center, switch out the legs, keeping the sits bones as they are, twisting over the right shoulder. Come back to center, untwist the legs, bring your feet together for bound angle pose. We're gonna end our class here. Feel free to uncross your legs. I hope that your hips feel a lot more open and released and flexible after this class. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I will see you in the next one.